So the Cube iWork12 and the Chuwi Hi12, both of them are 12-inch tablets, but they're quite different in various ways. So which one is better? A lot of people have been asking me, can I do a quick comparison? So this is what this video is going to be. So both of them are powered by the same chipset. They have an Atom X5 Z8300. They're both dual boots and they are both running Android 5.1, and they both have 64GB eMMCs and 4GB of RAM. Now benchmarks, I'm not going to go into benchmarks. They are very similar. They have very similar storage speeds, 3D Mark, Geekbench, and 2.2 scores. Very similar, but which one feels more fluid and more smooth? Straight out, I would say that the Cube feels just a little bit faster, and it's probably down to the fact that the screen resolution is a lot easier for the Generation 9 Intel graphics there on the Cherry Trail. To be able to handle 1920 by 1200 is definitely easier than the likes of the 2160 by 1440p Surface Pro 3 screen. That's a Samsung screen that is in the Chuwi. Now that screen is more demanding for the operating system, and it is actually a superior screen to the iWork12. Definitely a superior screen. Hands down, the screen wins. Now when it comes to build quality, the Cube will win with the build quality. It's definitely better. It's got a better feel to it, and it has a kickstand, and it has a much better keyboard. Now this keyboard, I will show you the keyboards if I don't knock the camera over. Show you the keyboards a little closer in detail. So this has what I would call a more premium keyboard to it. It is a type cover style and very nice. Now both of the trackpads on these do support Windows gestures that unfortunately you cannot disable. So very annoying. If you keep minimizing and doing the pinch to zoom, there's no way to disable that. And normally what I end up doing is just disabling the trackpads and use a mouse if I can. Now the dock, transformer style dock one on the keyboard on the Chuwi Hi12 is very cheap feeling. It's a lot lighter. It doesn't have the quality feel that we get on the type cover style of the iWork10. This one, when I did the unboxing of this keyboard, I actually had screws falling out of it, so that kind of gives you an idea of the build quality. But it does have USB 2 ports left and right on it, which are handy. And this part is metal, but the rest of it is all this flimsy kind of plastic, and this is where some of the problem arises from these screws. The assembly line, I went over the top. They obviously had the wrong torque settings, and a lot of these actually strip the threads in the keyboard. So I've got screws coming out of it all the time, and a little cheap. The good news is Chuwi are actually going to have a new keyboard. I guess they've got so many complaints about the poor, cheap feeling of this keyboard. They're going to release a metal one, so that's an improvement there. Now, battery life on both of these. In Android, the Chuwi Hi12 definitely wins on battery life. You can get about 7 hours out of it. I found that the Cube iWork12, I only managed to get about 5. And in Windows, when you're running Windows 10, the edge still comes with the Chuwi, because you get approximately about 8 hours I can squeeze out of it, sometimes even a bit more, and you're looking about 6.5, 6 on the iWork12. So which one would I pick? Me personally, for me, the screen wins. This is quite a premium display that Chuwi managed to get their hands on. This display used to be, and well, still is, in the Surface Pro 3, and it is definitely a very nice display. It has good colors, good blacks, good contrast, good viewing angles, being a PLS panel, and the brightness of it is also superior to that of the Cube, and the battery life. So most important things I feel personally in a tablet are the screen and battery life, and secondly on how fluid it is. Okay, the Cube definitely is a little more fluid, but I find that I can put up with having it just a slightly little bit more sluggy on the Hi12, and definitely that is the one I will go for. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you back in the channel soon with more up and coming videos on tech.